Yeah. Welcome back. Here I am. Back better and single than ever, baby. You see the picture. You see what I've been up to. Your boy's single again, man. Never thought it'd happen again, but here we are. But shout out to Matt Rife. I saw him and I was like this, yo, Matt Rife, can you do something for me? Take a pic to make my ex jealous for me. Matt Rife, can you do something for me? Drop a special so she's always thinking of me. Matt Rife, can you do something for me? Drop a movie with Kevin Hart already for me. Matt Rife, do your thing, Matt Rife, do your thing. Do your thing, Matt Rife, do your thing. Welcome back. Hey, your boy's back, mad at the world. As you can see, everything's been going good. It's been a while, but I have to come check in because there's been major changes in my life, and that's it, man. I'm just getting to another stratosphere. As you can see, my boy Matt Rife there is a cool dude. He showed up at the Laugh Factory the other day, and on a pop up. And I just went through a breakup, just in case you haven't seen me pathetically whining on my Instagram and stories. But it's okay. It's all right. I'll tell you, that leads into this story, though. I saw Matt Rife, and he comes in, he holds court. Number one, this guy's so cool. All that hate and him being canceled is all bullshit. Of course he's not. Like, he already sold out 2024 and 25 already worldwide. You ain't canceling that. And secondly, all the trash that people talk about him is all just hate. I see that now, and jealousy. And I've always seen that. It doesn't even surprise me anymore. But anyways, he comes in, he says what's up to some other people who I can't mention, are in the Laugh Factory upstairs. And I say what's up to him, congratulate him for his success. And mind you, like I'm like 2-3 days in being single. Like I don't even like my ex is gone in the other side of the world as far as I'm concerned, another planet. But I don't know. I just had to say it. I had to be like, yo, Matt, because a lot of his material has to do with exes and relationships. So I was like, Matt, yo, bro, my girl just broke up with me, left me, man, left me in L.A. We came here together. And he's like, oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. And I'm like, yeah. You mind if I get a pic to make her jealous? He starts laughing, and he goes, of course, bro. And that is the picture of that story, or the story of that picture. And then afterwards, he's like, yo, bro, beep that bitch. I don't know why I beeped beep, but, and not bitch, but, beep that beep. And I said, yeah, ultimately, you're right, sir. That's the mindset you got to be when you go through a breakup. You just have to be on that mindset because honestly, yeah, years of love erased by minutes of hate. That is the tip that a lot of women especially get on to go ahead and be tunnel visioned into a new single life without their partner. So, what I can say about that, I'm not going to talk too much detail about that relationship and the breakup because at the end of the day, I'm not mad at my ex. I expected all this from the very beginning. She was very young when I met her, and she's ultimately a good person. It's just that the youth of nowadays they're crazy, man. Now, mind you, if you don't know my story, I got with a 19-year-old. Well, I didn't know she was 19. I don't actively go out searching for 19-year-olds. She seemed and looks older if you ever met her. And that's it. It just happened because it was like, oh man, she's 19. Damn, I can't just play around with this. I can't just, So that's what it was, and then it was good, and it was a good 2 years. It was happy. I wasn't perfect. I wasn't perfect by any means, but I was the best boyfriend that I ever been to any girl. I'll tell you that. That I could tell you. That I could absolutely tell you. But at the end of the day, when they're that young, you already know. You got to think back to when you were 19, 20, 21. You thought you could do better too as far as relationships. And did I do better? I guess eventually, but years later. And that's the thing that upsets me, annoys me the most about relationships, that it's so few and far between to meet someone who's on that same level as you as far as when you're single for a while. You got everything situated as far as your mental health, your career, and then timing. You have to add timing to that as well. And then meet somebody with this the standards that you kind of applied in your head as far as what you would ever even consider getting into an open or to a relationship again with. And to meet that comes around so few and far between, dude. It's so annoying. That's why this time around, the older you get, you kind of be like, all right, so let's just try to make this work because no relationship's going to be easy or perfect. But when you're that young, you just think, nah, I'll find something better eventually, or something better will come along eventually, which it won't. Not with me, baby. I'm just the best. I'm the best, baby. I'm not saying it won't happen for her. I'm just saying I'm the best. But yeah, man, it still be hurting, man. Even though you kind of expected these type of things, you have to let them, and I understand the stigma of dating a girl so young when I'm in my 30s. Like, oh, he trying to condition her? No, trust me and believe me when I tell you, there ain't no conditioning this girl. She was so headstrong. If anything, she conditioned me. Have you seen my post? Have you seen my stories, groveling and crying? She conditioned me. I don't want to hear it. But no, shout out to her though, because you know what? She did try to move out here. At the end of the day, long story short, to put a period on my whole relationship and ending of it, we moved out here. LA is an acquired taste for people to live in. I definitely agree. And she tried it, didn't like it, and then that's it. And then just the only thing holding her here was me, and I have to be here. I have to be here. You see how far my career is elevated just by living here less than a year already? I'm already on tour, which are dates to be announced. Dates is on my link in bio, by the way. Get your tickets. Tampa, February 4th. Miami, January 14th. Anyways, like my career is just already elevated to an actual career in comedy because that's the way it's supposed to be. That's only natural for me to get paid doing stand up. I'm good at it. And I'm good at it to the point where I see people who are on tour right now who are not even close to good at it, making money on the road. And shout out to them too. I don't want to hate on them. What I'm saying is, if they could do it, I could do it. I have to be here. She didn't have to be here. I felt she could have had to be here for me and for us because I know how worth it true love is when you find something that you feel and you lock into and you sink your teeth in and you get to know everything about that person, the skeletons, the demons, the this, the that, and vice versa. That's very hard to come by, but you cannot force anyone to like something because then they become a not version of themselves. I look at it like one of those games like Grand Theft Auto or something. Like when you go to a town and you're the main character and you see the innkeeper or the drug dealer, they're in that town. The character is for that town. You try to take that character out and bring it to another part of the game town and just drop them, they're just gonna be there like a chicken without a head. They're not gonna be themselves. They're an NPC, a non-playable character. That's how she felt when she was over here, and I get it. I totally get it. And then it just becomes a thing of just replaying our past traumas over and over in her head to convince herself that I'm not even worth staying here for. And that's it. That's basically what happened, man. And was I perfect? Hell no. But I was definitely the best boyfriend I've ever been. And I look forward to being a better boyfriend later, man. Because I kind of want to be in a relationship, bro. I like the stability of it. I like the not always having to get my fix on things, like cuddling. When I was single 4 years, I didn't cuddle unless I had one night stands, and I had to make sure they weren't stealing while I was asleep. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? They're just bitches trying to steal my watches and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, and then that's how I get my fix as far as cuddling. I don't like it. I like being in a stable. At this point in my life, I'm mid-30s. I gotta be stable now. I've always been very aware of my age, and once I was 29, for instance, I stopped rapping because I'm just not gonna be a 30-year-old rapper. I'm just not gonna do it. I tried it. It was pretty good. My beats were banging, but my lyrics were whatever. And I'm just a brown guy. swimming in an ocean of blacks. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not gonna be a 30-year-old rapper. I'm just not gonna do it. I don't want to be a 40-year-old single man with no kids. I just don't want to do it. I want to have something, you know, besides myself. I always say doing your dreams and chasing your dreams by yourself is necessary, but doing it for yourself, it's kind of lame. It's kind of lame because you know what I mean. Like, what's the meaning? You're not doing it for anybody. Your mom, your kids, your pop, nobody, your neighbor, nothing. It's ridiculous. But whatever. There is a lesson here, and I'm just riding the heartbreak, man, because I like the heartbreak, kinda. I learned to like the pain because number one, I didn't think that I would feel this way or take this loss so big the way I have been in a long time. I'm in my mid-30s, for God's sakes. I'm gonna be honest, crying like a little bitch. Miss her. In the shower and shit. What am I doing? But it's because I never thought I'd feel like this again. But since I am, it's reassuring. It's reassuring that I can feel an unconditional love because this chick was like my kid, bro. I loved her like my kid because she pretty much was a kid, is a kid, but now she's grown up, you know? So it almost felt like my kid hated me. My kid was hating me and didn't want nothing to do with me no more. But it makes me feel human and alive and know that my heart is still there after all it's been through. So, and she'll always be part of that as well, and vice versa. I don't care what she says. But moving on, I also like the heartbreak because it does seem like I'm like a bitch right now. I'm like a little bitch. And it's so funny when people think that you're down and out, how they react to you being down and out. Almost in their, like a lightly jabbing, kicking you while you're down kind of way. Not really kicking you down farther, but if they could, they would. If you are vulnerable around these people who are in this game of no mercy, dog eat dog, every man for themselves, step on the next person, they get higher, they'll eat you up alive, bro. And I've seen that more. Like, it's no friends in this shit, for real. You even show any emotion like that, you could be done. Luckily, I expected, and I could be here sobbing right now, and somebody jab me like, hey, wow, yeah, you acting like a bitch. Wow, you'll probably get back with her. You'll probably do this. You'll probably I look at them like, shut the fuck up before I smack the shit out of you. People reaching out to her who've never reached out to us before to do anything as far as, hey, let's have a couples night. Let's have a couples night. Let's do this. Never. But now that we're not together, they reach out to her to invite her to shows and to invite, like I see all this. I see you motherfuckers. I'm going to get you in due time. In due time. And it's going to be with love. It's going to be like that too. This game is very subtle backstabbing. And I'm going to get you. But when I get you, it's going to hurt. But that's only if you want to keep playing with it, because that's my heart right there, man. Like, you play with my heart, it's like, oh, man, now you're forcing me to. But this is not even a thing in my mind that I'm thinking about right now. I'm still grieving. I'm still in the grieving process, and it's kind of annoying because, you know, she's most likely moved on already. I'm 99% sure. But not me, man. I don't even want to go that route. I haven't even seen another vagina since she's left. I could put that on my dad's grave, boy. Why? Not because I'm better, holier than now, but because that's not the route that I want to go. Sex was never even really the problem when we were together. So it's like, that's not going to be the solution to getting over her. Honestly, it's just, I guess it works, but it works in a way that is just too detrimental and desensitizing to my own state of mind of what I want to do as far as getting into another relationship again. Like, no, I'm not going to do that, bro. I'm not going to keep it like, I know this sounds super gay, but yeah, I'm not gonna keep like just being lusty to get over shit because this town is very lusty, man, and I don't want to fall into that. But anyways, shout out to Matt Rife. Everybody's always hating on the guy. And that's another thing that keeps me calm because a lot of people go through the same thing, man. Somebody left Matt Rife. Somebody left fucking look at Jeezy and his girl. They're broken up now, and that's getting ugly. You know, thank God. You know, we have nothing really like asset wise between us. These people have kids, and then Jeezy's looking at some financial repercussions. And who else? Who else is getting? Cardi B and Offset just unfollowed each other off of Instagram. Like people are just it's just breakup season, baby. I would hate, absolutely hate, to get divorced from Cardi B. Can you imagine? Oh my God. I'm a comedian and I might make jokes about being single and about how, you know, little crazy things my ex did here and there, but Cardi B's gonna make a full blown song talking about how this dude probably has herpes or some shit. I don't know. I'm not saying Offset does. Shout out to him, but she'll let the whole bead spill. She doesn't give a shit. She made a song called Wet Ass Pussy, for God's sakes. She gonna make a song called Small Ass Dick for him or some shit. Like, so I really dodged several bullets with this happening when it did. It was a good 2 years though, man. It was a really good 2 years. I'm not gonna lie. It's just this damn town. Damn LA town. But you gotta love it. Just like Matt Rife, I don't want no LA slander around me because I know what it is. I know how annoying it could be. I know how cutthroat it is. I know how fake it could be. Or whatever negative you want to call it. I don't want to hear it though. I need to be here. I need to be here, so I love it here. So I got this Cali shirt. You see this? Cali, baby. I'm repping it all the way. The only thing I won't do is buy, you know, LA team franchise gear yet. You know, I'm still Miami, baby. Miami Heat, the Dolphins. The only LA thing I wore was the LA Kings, which is hockey, which doesn't count because I don't watch hockey anyway. And I like LA Kings. I like the Kings and all that. Like as far as the name and the look is swaggy. But other than that, it's still Miami, baby. I still have Florida in the back of my head. And I might most likely retire there. And I can't wait. But anyways, that is it, man. That is it as far as my relationship. Put a bow on it, send it off into the clouds in a bunch of balloons. Everybody's always like messaging me now. My boys want me to go to Colombia and Cuba with them now. It's so funny how that's like Cuba and Colombia are like the heartbreak recovery countries of the of men now. You know, passport bros and all this other stuff. I can see how it works. But like I said, I'm not trying to just, it's not about the lustiness, but I will do Colombia eventually if I'm single in about, which I will be single in 6 months, but I'm thinking about February. I don't know. What do y'all think? Would y'all do an out of town passport bro thing just to get over something? I don't know. You might have to do, you know what? My next girl might have to be out of the country because have you seen happy rape allegation month? Why don't you? Right? Like, have you seen all this stuff that's been going on? Everyone's getting accused of rape and sexual assault and all this stuff. You can't do nothing. Like, I'm not worried about anything that has to do with my ex now because in 10 years she's going to see how good I was to her. So all that stuff, I don't have anything to hide when it comes to that type of stuff. Thank God. Me and 50 Cent are right there. Everything we do, dirt-wise, is in your face. I tell you, I'm very emotional. I got my heart on my sleeve. You know everything about me for the most part. But as far as my skeletons, that I have skeletons, yeah, sure. But none of them are illegal. None of them are like hurting someone traumatically for years in like a hostage. Why is all this happening? So I looked it up, and it turns out that New York has a clause for adult survivors, so it opens up the statute of limitations for sexual assault cases from whenever, how far back. It opened that up for a year, and that's why New York is going through a sex accusation renaissance. as I like to call it. Even the goddamn mayor has some allegations. Puffy, a bunch of people. And you know what's funny about that? That's really like, oh man, this is real some Florida boy shit to say. But they did that, I'm sure, to try to get more charges on Trump, and no one came forward about Trump. It backfired. It got everybody else. That is hilarious, dude. They keep trying to get Trump, man. I never thought I'd see the day where the media and Democrats made me feel sorry for Trump. I'm not trying to get all political and split sides with you guys because I really don't. I swing with the wind, man. But and I didn't vote for Trump last time. I didn't vote for Trump. But if you would have asked me during that election time, yo, do you think you ever feel sorry for Trump? I'd be like, no, hell no. He had a silver spoon. But here's why I feel sorry for him now, because not only does he not have a silver spoon anymore, but he's basically a minority. He's basically a black or brown dude. He's got evicted from his house. He got fired from his job. They keep trying to put him in jail. He actually went to jail. He's in court. Like he's he's finally went through shit that an average man has gone through. Now I can relate to him. Now he can relate to me. Because that was my problem when he was president. He wasn't really relating to everyone. He was just like relating to his own people, and then everyone else, here's what I'm gonna do for you, take it or leave it. No, but we want this. Like, no, well, I'm not gonna do this, but I'll do this. Be happy with that. There you go. See you later. And that's the type of stuff that I didn't like because he didn't relate. He couldn't relate. He only related to people who were on his ass, like far up his ass, or his own kind, his whites and the Jews, Jewish people. Forgive me. I stand with Israel. Don't cancel me, then. That's another thing going on, man. I'll say it here, man, because I honestly, obviously, war is horrible all around, and we're going through some same stuff as 9/11 that we haven't learned anything from, obviously, right? Never forget, but we forget. But as an American, you have to stand with Israel. As an American, as a human, you have to stand for not war. If you want to, oh, what about humanity as a human? Like, no, not war. No bombs, no, none of that. But as an American, you have to stand with Israel because who do we have over there? We don't have no friends over there. Even the friends that we do have over there, they ain't our friends. They're each other's friends more than they'll be our friends. And we put a president in place over there in one of their countries. And even that dude turned his back on us. We don't have friends over there. Not only do we need, but we have a really good relationship with Israel's and Israelis, and for good reason. They're good people for the most part, except if you're Palestinian, obviously. But and I'm not trying to laugh. What I'm saying is, the Middle East, they are the America of the Middle East, you know. So that's my clear, unbiased opinion. I wish that they were a little more tactical. That's what I like about the Marines, bro. That's what I like about the American military. Shout out to the Marine Corps, though, specifically, because once America will just bomb real quick, bum, 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 targeted. Sometimes they might hit a hospital by accident, right? But then once the bombing stops, like after a few days or a week, they bring in the devil dogs, boy. And those motherfuckers take names when they're banging on doors. And they ain't banging. That's what I love about the Marines. They're very electric. They go in. They condition those boys to really play that Call of Duty life for real and just go tactical. Boom, 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 boom. I like that better. I like that better than just bombing. Because if you're bombing indiscriminately, then, obviously you get what we're going through now, or what they're going through now. But, and it's very sad. I try to not even watch it, bro. I saw something the other day that was perfect. It said, look at the darkness, but don't stare in it. Notice the darkness, but don't stare in it, because it'll just drive you crazy. Stay focused. And I got a lot bigger problem. Well, that's another reason why, my heartbreak is so insignificant, because all this other stuff. People going through some real shit, man. People going through some real shit. I'm just going through a little heartbreak. And honestly, guys, we just got to count our blessings for what we have. Just things is great. Minus the bullshit. Like things is great for now. We still have this planet intact. Nobody's pushed the red button yet, and that's gonna happen. We gotta enjoy this shit while it's here. But anyways, a little break from my tour dates. Like I mentioned, I'm in Miami at the Dania Improv on the 14th of January. That's gonna be fun. I got a lot of people going to that already. Ticket link in bio. I got Side Splitters in Tampa, February 4th. We just confirmed New York City Broadway Comedy Club once again, March 14th. That's a Thursday night. That's going to be great. The first one we did there was amazing. And then what else we got? I got a couple other dates in the works, but I want to go to Europe this coming year again. I haven't been to Europe in a while. I've been twice already, but it's been a while. Like I try to go every, I don't know, at least 5 years. It's just that the flight's too long, bro. I finally got over my fear of flying a few years ago, but I still only have at max 5-6 hours in me, man. After 3-4 hours, it's just like, oh, get me out of here. What about the plane? They have a plane that goes from like California to New York in 30 minutes or something now? When are they gonna put those in rotation for the public? I like Airbuses more than Boeing right now, but honestly, I'll like anyone that gets me to New York in 30 minutes way more. Let's do that already. Come on, let's go warp speed. Let's try something, man, because going 11 hours, the last time I went to Europe was 2016 or whatever. I went to France or whatever. Man, 11 hours to get over there. And then once you're there, once you're over that pond, it's a 9-hour flight over the pond, the Atlantic. And it's normally comfortable, but man, so boring. But anyways, I'm gonna go to Europe this coming year. So it was something that I was gonna do anyways. But this time even more so. So I'm gonna go to Europe. Where exactly? I don't know. Italy, places I haven't been. Italia. Go see some real life Sopranos. Right? Roma. See the Vatican. And I want to do Spain real quick as well. Go to my motherland, apparently, right? All Spanish people come from España, all Hispanics. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's all I got for right now. I really appreciate you guys in my stories telling me to snap out of this stupid shit. Snap out of it, drop more content. I really appreciate that, man. All that stuff helps. This isn't my first heartbreak, but it just, it's never easy. But yeah, just whatever you can continue doing. I'm gonna try not to be as pathetic anymore on my stories, but if I am, just call me out on it. Be like, yo, Dean, she's already, you know, she's already with someone else. She's already doing a thing. She's already, however you want to put it. You could put it nicely. You could put it however. Just say, hey, Dean, yeah, that's nice that you're feeling like that, but she's already, get over it. All right? And I'm just going to be like, yeah, you're right. What do I look like stressing when at this very moment she probably, good. She probably is getting, she's probably getting, good. I can't even say it. I can't even say it. That's why I need you guys to say it. Say it, all right? Just say it for me, man. But she's going to be all right, man. I'm going to be even more all right. Obviously, I'm already all right. I'm already beautiful. And there will come a day when I meet somebody that it fits my exact criteria and who will save me this time. Peace out, man. Mad at the world. See you next time.